We are here to focus on the topic of using environment to fuel HSP productivity versus overprotection. And I'm going to share that one more time so we can really take that in. Using environment to fuel HSP productivity versus overprotection. So according to a study published in 2022 in the Frontiers in Public Health Journal, the impact of employees' workplace environment on employees' performance, a multi-mediation model. According to this study, 5 key points were identified connecting environment to productivity. The first point, improved performance is accomplished through the employees of the organization. Number 2, all employees may not work in the same way since they each have distinct working styles. Number 3, the employees' performances are determined by their willingness and openness to complete their jobs. If employees are willing and open to accomplish their jobs, it is possible that their productivity will grow, which will contribute to improved performance. And number 4, workers' levels of willingness to keep motivated, creative, and engaged with colleagues and loyal to their job are all influenced by the factors of workplace environment. And number 5, the majority of the workplace environments in developing countries are not up to the mark. Unfortunately, most firms, corporations, organizations consider a safe, healthy, inspiring work environment to be an unnecessary expenditure. And companies do not invest heavily in sustaining a comfortable, creative working environment. I'm going to summarize these 5 points again, and this time invite you to use your HSP strength of deep listening to listen again through the ears that as an HSP in business, you are both the employer and the employee. And if you have a team, listen deeply through those ears as well. So to summarize these 5 key points. 1, improved performance is accomplished through the employees. 2, all employees do not work in the same way. 3, employees' performances, aka their productivity, are determined by their willingness and openness to accomplish tasks and complete their jobs. 4, a level of willingness to stay motivated, creative, and engaged is all influenced by environment. And 5, the majority, corporations, organizations, associations, do not value creating a comfortable, productive working environment. Let's take a breath in and let it out. So as an HSP in business and leadership, the question then becomes, what do you personally need in your business and work environment to support you in staying motivated, creative, and engaged? Not what you should have, not what the other 80% have, not what looks good according to Town and Country magazine, but what do you personally need to be motivated, creative, and engaged? And watch the tendency, the HSP tendency, to go into all or nothing thinking, because it doesn't need to be big. It only needs to be intentional. Personally, I started my business at the kitchen table in my less than 500 square foot apartment that I shared with my soon-to-be husband at the time. So let's go back to the HSP types to support us in getting clear about what you need, what you personally need. I'm going to call on the team to bring up those handouts, and we'll start with type 1, empathetic. Empathetic HSPs excel in creating harmonious environments and fostering deep connections. So to support yourself as a type 1, you can ask, what helps me to feel connected to my HSP strength of creativity? Let's go to type 2, analytical. As an analytical HSP, you have keen observation skills. You are excellent at problem solving. So you can ask, what do I need to observe in my environment to engage my problem solving ability? And let's go to type 3, dynamic. As a dynamic HSP, you are driven by passion, innovative ideas, and bold initiatives. So you can ask, what does my environment need to spark my passion? And then type 4, intuitive. You excel at authenticity and making meaningful connections. So you can ask, what's meaningful to me in my environment that will foster my intuition? Breath in and let it out. And thank you to the team for the screen shares. So as you intentionally invest to create your business and work environment to foster your HSP type, you also foster your willingness, your openness, your creativity, your productivity, and then therefore your profitability. This then extends out to all the ways you engage with all of your environments: social decisions, local contributions, ability to take a passionate stand, including developing intuitive discernment of when you need to change your environment to support you, stepping outside your environment, making a subtle change to the environment, which is one of our HSP strengths. This also extends out to including how you show up here in this community from your HSP type. For example, willing to be seen on video, realizing that how you contribute matters. Let's take a minute to write that down. Realizing that how you contribute matters. So again, using as a core practice, willingness to be seen on video, realizing how you contribute matters. To me, Heather Dominic, as an HSP myself, and to this entire community of HSPs. It also includes how open you are to using the forum to be seen. And let's write that down. Using the forum to be seen, honoring the use of the forum versus hiding in private chat or avoiding the forum altogether, tagging other members for support versus allowing a post to go unseen, following the guidelines created for you, knowing the intent is to reduce overwhelm. And then this also extends to showing up for a community event such as Intuitive Planning Day. Our next Intuitive Planning Day is happening June 5th, 2024. How will you choose to use the environment of Intuitive Planning Day from your HSP type? all with the knowing that we practice it all in here, in the Business Miracles community, in your highly sensitive leadership training program, so that you can go be it out there in your business, in your family, in your local community, in your life, in the world, from a place of strength versus shadow, from a place of creating versus coping. And that is the power of intentionally using environment to fuel, to foster HSP productivity versus overprotection. Let's take a breath in and let it out.